Well, YouTube, you can't do that. Okay, there you go. That's better. Okay, there you go. That's better. Okay, I'll have to check. Wow, now the bot is running immediately. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's bold. What? And believe you. Already here. I can't believe you already. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to ask different. I don't know, Kev. Who is Kev? Who's been Kev this whole time? Tell me! Also, let's hope the internet survives this time around. Okay, well that's unfortunate. What is that doing? But I am playing short games for at least a bit. After a Somnium, I take a breather. But I'm also going to change things up so that I play every day is a different game. By that I mean between one or maybe 3 games. Wait, what? No, between 2 and 3 games. So today is gonna be Stillwater, tomorrow is gonna be much of a car, and other game, and then it'll rotate until one of them is finished. And then we had another game. Or maybe even more games. Nah, I'm gonna keep some system here. Some reasonable system needs to be figured out. Because otherwise I'm playing... I'm just playing one game for over a month. So I'm gonna have the variety, you know? Okay. Everything's working, I believe. Don't press the wrong button. I'll have to check... Oh yeah, I need to check the sound options so that they eventually work correctly. That's not it. Let's got game you. Yeah, I mean... I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but okay. Start. Start. This is a work of fiction. The resemblance to any real life for people is purely coincidental. This game contains depictions of horror, mature themes, violence, and strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Thanks for giving me the warning. So now everyone has that warning. I'm sorry, but I can't stay here anymore, you know? Wait a minute. Menu, options. Button?
ESC, options.
I don't think that's what I wanted.
Toggle self-voicing selected.
Wait, what?
Options.
Okay, you're going away. I thought that
self-voicing disabled.
I thought that was something else. This is not something else. I can't really hear anything. Let me up my own. And then up this one. I mean, there's only one way to figure it out. Let me up my own. And then up this one. I mean, there's only one way to figure it out. Let me up my own. And then up this one. I'm glad that we all agree that nothing works. You're like, I'm sorry, but I can't stay here anymore, Nina. I feel like I'm going crazy. Calm down. If we can just talk it out. So many strange things keep happening after another. Every day there's this damn dripping sound. I thought it was just something leaking at first, but I check every faucet, every ceiling, every pipeline, and still I still hear it everywhere, constantly echoing in my ears. Ah, yeah, I think that might be insanity. Yeah, I think that might be late stage insanity. Okay, my internet is completely dead these days. I don't know why it. Only change the DNS. That shouldn't kill it. Oh well. Still hear it. Oh, but the water. I find random pools of water disappear out of nowhere, just like the dripping. But it's at night. It's at night when it comes. Oh, I don't know if it's my paranoia, but I swear I could hear footsteps walking along the hallways, walking on pools of water. Pools of water. Sounds completely reasonable and sane. They walk. And they walk. Upstairs, then downstairs. And upstairs, upstairs, and downstairs, and downstairs, and upstairs, 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 and downstairs. Holy shit, lady. And it goes on and on and on and on like that. But somehow it does come to an end, and it ends all in front of your grandfather's room. Okay, your grandfather may be haunted. I'm starting to deduce that he do be haunted, or be a goddamn. Your grandfather's either haunted or your grandfather's one haunting. So we got two possibilities, equally likely. Wait, I know this is a lot, but you have to believe me. Believe me. You know how many times I clean? It just won't end. Well, I mean, that's normal cleaning. Cleaning is unfortunately the fruitless endeavor. You do it and it keeps and more dust appears. You can't get rid of the dust. You can't get rid of the dirt. It just keeps appearing. Unless you have a Roomba, then you might have a better living scenario. I want a Roomba. What happened? Nothing. I can't stay here any longer. I'm sorry, Nina. It's okay. I understand. Thank you for taking care of my grandfather. Okay, the grandfather is not the ghost. We have learned that. So it's the grandmama who's ghosting. Nina, please listen to me. I don't know what's happening around here, but the woman on the phone cautiously looks around before speaking again in a hushed tone. No, ma. Something terrible is lurking through this house. Yeah, it's that dude over there. What's that dude? Nah, this guy. This guy's... His wife? This guy, you know. Yeah, my mouth shows. This guy, completely normal. Completely sane. This guy, though, super weird. Don't trust him. I don't know what it is, but please, as soon as you get back, take your grandfather and just leave this place. I can't just leave. Okay, these words, I can't make different voices. I have like one single tone. I can't just leave, that's my home. Please, Nina, this place, it's not safe. I don't know what you saw, but I can't just leave things like this. Yeah, good point. It's my home. It's my home. My home. Okay. Son, phone hangs up. Diner, 7 a.m. SM. Amid a foggy morning, there sits a man by the corner of a booth. He drinks black coffee and, depending on his mood, occasionally orders a donut. Oh god, donuts. Me donuts? And today it was just black coffee. Here we go. Oh. I swear I've never seen that amount of paperwork in my life. A freaking monster more of it. You're a valuable member of the team, Hugo. My foot. I really believe that I was bamboozled into joining their agency. Huh. Hugo Lawrence, age 30, takes a good look at his cup of joe and chugs it all in one sitting. Wait, in one shot? Man, that is a lot. The coffee in instant. Usually just enjoy it. Over time. Crap. He then continues to grumble to himself about last night's grueling work at the office. I really need to find a different job. Do you now? As he contemplates his poor life choices, he looks out towards the early mist. There was something inherently terrifying about the fog to him, how it engulfs everything and nothing. I mean, that's just fog. Even if it disappears, it always leaves behind traces. Proof of it remaining. That do be fog. Even in a quaint little town like this, I can't even run from my fate, I guess. Hugo finally stares at the compiled newspaper clippings he put together. Oh my god, you should really go digital, my man. Like, this isn't just a mess. I mean, although you can make a mess even in digital, so... fair point. What the hell happened? I can go back and forth? Wait, what? Okay, never mind. Some of them from recent events, but mainly all were past headlines of missing person cases. Interesting. No matter how many times I see this, it's still just as hard to look at. Fixating case after case, he can't help but remind himself that there's a reason for all of this. An all too personal reason. Since strange things come with a price. You've seen the grandmama? You seen grandmama? I could probably. Yeah, good enough. In the end, I'm the one doing this to myself. Sounds rough. Mind if I rejoin? An annoyingly familiar voice interrupts his train of thought. He slowly looks up to see the one responsible, although reluctantly. Hello, buddy. Good morning, Hugo. Hugo scowls and turns away from him, and he then gathers the files and shoves it back into the binder. Meanwhile, the tall man takes this as an initiative and sits at the opposite end of the booth. I really should have not let your guard down. I mean, your space taken. He greets the waitress passing by and orders himself the hefty body breakfast specials with an extra plate. That's a hell of food. As usual, the waitress is happy to oblige and goes back to the counter to relay his order. The man then looks back at Hugo. He sees the empty cup and the now jumbled newspaper clippings, all the while Hugo is trying to ignore him. You really should eat something with that black coffee. Not ordering any donuts today? I'm fine, Noah. Noah. Now we've learned a name. I'm just not in the mood, okay? Not even a little. No. There's a momentary silence between them before Noah disturbs it once more. Well, too bad for you. I ordered a big breakfast for the two of us. Ah, shit. Free food, I can't believe it. I must. It's so terrible. Two? As if the world could grace Noah with an even more perfect punchline, the food arrives. That's a lot of food. I can see how it would be split between two. Ooh, pancakes. Why the hell did you order for the two of us? I say what you want to eat, don't worry about me. Wow, this looks so delicious, right, Hugo? Are you even listening to me? Come on, we both know that if you don't eat now, who knows when you will, and I'm not about to let you faint again. You have been eating too much. Oh my god. Boy, you need to eat. Gotta grow big and strong. So open wide. Noah de Leon is 27 and has a born charmer. He's just as equally persuasive as he is threatening. Yeah. Well, I don't know about the threatening part, but okay, I'll take your word for it. With a pensive look, Hugo finally gives in and eats a generous spoonful without further complaints. Further complaints. English, not German. It's good, that's good. Right, good food will always cheer you up. Damn him, I got swept away again. Oh, by the way, the chief will be out for a business trip. She mentioned it will be for a couple of days. When did she tell you this? I didn't hear anything about it. Yesterday, I think? Yesterday? She told me to sort out the cabinet yesterday. She didn't mention anything about the business trip. I guess it was a pretty sudden one. Well, I mean, she did tell me to tell you. And lucky me, I know where you go every morning. Ah, shit, you go here every morning, dude. You want that? How's it doing? You know what? I'm not surprised anymore. Well, what do you want to do? We technically have the day off. I'm gonna head back to the office. There's a couple of boxes I didn't get a chance to sort out. In that case, I'll come with you. Don't. Why? The greatest question. You could just rest for the day and pass up this opportunity to get to know you better. Quit it. After their enlightening banter, the two of them finish their breakfast, pay for their meals and head to Hugo's car. Hugo has a car. Can I have the car? As Noah opens the door to the passenger's seat, he notices a bloodhound sleeping inside. Oh, it's an actual dog. I thought it was a metaphor for some kind of human or other creature. The big dog stirs at the sound of the car opening and lazily stares at Noah. Ah, sorry, I'm sorry, big guy. He then closes the door while trying not to make too much noise to disturb its occupant, Colby. At sound of his name, his heavy-lidded eyes slowly peek to see who calls for him. Rome? It is his one and only partner, his human. As if finally realizing who he is, or where he is, the bloodhound stirs up from his sleep, pounces at Hugo, and then proceeds to wag his tail uncontrollably. Oh, such a good boy. Bark, indeed. Son, dog barking close. I mean, the better subtitles than what I make, so... Good morning again, Colby. Had a nice nap. Colby, 8 years old. What's that like? I don't know, 15 human years? Hugo's most faithful and loving partner in crime. In crime, so it's robbing banks now, or something? Colby, 8 years old. Hugo's most faithful and loving partner in crime. Crime has the biggest tendency to just sleep all over the place. And by the way, could you just turn off that? Noah, who is witnessing all of this from the back seat, chuckles to himself. He is amazed and slightly defeated at Hugo's sudden surge of energy. Ha! It doesn't matter how many times I try. When it comes to boosting up his mood, no one can beat Colby. I mean, a good pet is always good. Good energy source. It is 7:50 AM. Wait, who the fuck is up at 7 AM? I mean, willingly. The three headed back to the office. The space just the same as Hugo left it. The space is just the same as Hugo left it. Ah, you guys are really all over the place. Oh my god. Computer. The computer's out of date. God. Ancient technology has been found. 7:50. Oh my god, the clock's match. Although the clock could be saying 7:50 PM. A decent organized mess, and, well, I suppose. To his credit for the amount of boxes he painstakingly went through, he believes he did a fair job. Although it could have been better. Wow, you really outdid yourself, Hugo. It looks less crowded. Ah, shut it, will you? I said I was gonna get to it. Thanks, boy. Thanks, boy. Ah, Colby, you're here to help as well. Can you eat this paper so I can say my dog ate my investigation? Before Hugo could continue to give deserved head pass, he notices someone. Wait, you're not gonna give a head pass first? It doesn't matter who's there, just give head pass. A woman stands timidly peering outside from the storefront. The woman appears a bit frantic, disheveled and wearing ill-fitted clothes. She appears to be distressed about something. Ooh. When she finally makes eye contact with Hugo, she immediately rushes in. I'm sorry. I know that the close sign is up, but I saw you come in and I... is this... Wait, are you guys detectives, police, or... Is some kind of talent agency, or what? Do police have close signs? Are you alright, miss? I need your help. My grandfather, are you Nina? Is your grandfather still looking at grandma? Or your grandma looking at your grandfather? Reversing and continue now swiftly intervenes. That's okay, we'll hear what you have to say. So please, why don't you take a seat? No gesture to one of the empty chairs. Poor woman hesitates for a moment before heavily sighing in relief. Damn it, I wasn't gonna do that. Well, wasn't gonna listen to anything, I was gonna pet the dog and throw out boxes, I suppose. She then walks towards the corner of the room and sits on the sofa. Well, I mean, you could use a chair, but sofa's good enough, I suppose. Can you start off by telling us your name? I'm sorry for earlier. My name is Nina Mortimer. Curious. Alright, there's music. There's the music. Occasionally it comes on and off. Mortimer. Sounds like mortician for some reason. I need help watching over my grandfather tonight. Watching over your grandfather? Yes. I'm sorry, Miss Mortimer, but I don't quite understand. Is he in danger? I'm afraid he's... Is he? Huh? Miss Mortimer, if that is the case, wouldn't contacting the police be better? Are you guys the detectives? Cookie sellers? Dealers on the side or what? No. I've tried requesting the help, but they all gave me the same answer. There's nothing they can do about it. If only I knew who Louise was. Louise? 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 Nina fidgets at the name. She looks to the side before reaching out from her bag for an antique letter. My grandfather had received a cryptic message the other day. It didn't come with an address or the name of the sender. However, the only thing I did pick up was that name. Wait, fuck, I was not paying attention with my brain. Reading the travel, the voices are already fucked enough. As she hands over the letter, Hugo notices her hand slightly shaking. You send a text message, you fool. Whatever lies in this note must have shaken her this badly. Indeed it has. Delicately, Hugo removes the content of the envelope and unfolds it. Just rip it open. Rip it open. At first glance, it seems like any normal written message. A person named Louise? Louise? How do you... Louis? Louise? Louis? Lois? Lois? Louise? I don't know how to say it. Oh no, I have not thought this before. Louise? Lois? Louise? Louise? I'm gonna say Louise for now. I'll come back to you on the right pronunciation eventually, which is never. Asking the other, a person named Louise asking the other, Henry, to come meet him by the lake at midnight. Needing to share something important with him. Is this sex tape? However, what's eerily striking about this letter is not the message itself. Rather, at the bottom of the page, a sentence far more disturbing is written. I'm coming for you, Henry. Oh my god, the coming inside of Henry. That sounds very sexual. I don't see any problems with that. That sounds perfectly normal. Were there any other letters like this? Yes, a few of them. I thought it was a sick joke at first, but this one was different. And I like the crazy face. Up until now, I've never heard of anyone by that name. Not a relative or family friend, but they clearly know who my grandfather is. Was your grandfather banging this Louis dude? I saw an LGBT tag on this game, so that's my theory. But clearly, if I didn't do something about this, I'll lose him too. Just by uttering those words alone, Nina breaks down. Him too. Wait, who else was lost? I mean, the caretaker was lost. The probably grandmama was lost. Hiding away her tear-streaked face, she begins to quietly sob to herself. As an act of comfort, Colby sits closely to Nina while Noah fetches tissues for her. Colby, MVP. Hugo, on the other hand, is puzzled. This very well could have been a prank, but she seems certain. What the fuck? It just went back. It just went back. But she seems certain that whoever or whatever this Louise person is, they're coming. They're coming. Do you want more tissues? How do... Oh, it was a scroll wheel. Coming. Oh. I'll do it. I'll take on your case. So you guys are detectives or something. You could have told me sooner. For a moment, silence fills the room. On the stairs are directed at Hugo until Nina finally stands up and walks towards him. No, take it. Hugo simply nods. What a fool. My grandfather just shits himself all the time. I made up that letter. Thank you. You know how this means to me. We're glad to help Miss... Nina is fine. Well, Nina, we'll do our best. Nina slightly smiles at Hugo before reaching into her bag once more and taking out a note. Jeez, you had to write in cursive style. I can't read this. Noah, can you read? Can you read? Noah, read! This is my address. I'll be sure to greet you once you get there, detective. I see. We're going to... Squirrels. We're going to Squirrel Street. Yeah, that sounds correct. She politely bows once more before heading to her car and drives back home. Once out of sight, Hugo turns to look at his cluttered desk. Still messy but presentable. I guess I'll have to sort this out later. Again. 5:30 p.m. Wait, what happened? Driving in the rain. Well, I like the sound of rain. From the ongoing downpour to the quiet hums of the car, they sit in silence. Still miles off from their destination, Hugo constantly checks the rear view mirror. Noah, who usually shuts his ear off by now, sits completely still. Oh god, that's mysterious. He looks out to the passing street lights, reserved and distant. Hey, you're a lot quieter than usual. What's wrong? This is a surprise. Have you been looking at me, Hugo? No, you idiot. You usually just talk a lot, that's all. So do you miss me talking a lot? Just say it. I didn't want to offend Nina. Earlier, so I kept quiet until she finished. But it's her last name that caught me off guard. Are they suspicious? Have you heard about the Mortimers? They're a pretty distinguished family. Well, they used to be. What do you mean? They've been struck with so many tragedies that over time people began to believe they were cursed or something. Well, that figure I saw, the grandmama, I think, yeah. Every other year, I would see a headline on the local news about one of the family members' deaths. And you know what's strange? All of them have been labeled as accidents. Oh, a fucking inside job I see here. That was but wiping out the family. Hey, I'm pretty well move that up. Oh. No foul play, nothing. It's another unfortunate event for the family. Maybe I understand why she wouldn't go to the police. Hello, laser man. Hello again, welcome. We're playing game. And my interest fine so far? Surprising. She probably thought they'd perceive her as paranoid or hysterical. Right, the police, right. Yes, that's me, laser man, yeah. And, well, I spoke to Zoom, my internet left. We're playing game. Yeah, Stillwater, we're playing Stillwater game. Interesting game, dude. Yes, interesting indeed. So far, interesting. Or was that crazy? Well, I spoke to Zoom, my bit's dead. And they're back. Sweet. I can't imagine all of this for Nina. And most of all, who knows what we'll find there? Is that why you decided to come with me? Well, partially. I'm more worried about you though. What? How could you be worried? I'm a great detective. Think of it this way. I'm the appointed driver. What driver? Still running on McDonald's Wi-Fi? I wish. That's probably better than my Wi-Fi. I can't believe I got screwed over on Wi-Fi. I don't think I could really upgrade too much. Unless I can get a fiber deal. They don't have better deals here. Think of it this way. I'm the appointed driver. What driver? Wait, what? When you decide to do some pretty reckless shit, I'll be there to drive you to the local hospital. Oh, thanks, buddy. Now you can't watch anything at McDonald's. What? You can't watch anything at McDonald's? How could this be? How could this be? They don't give you good Wi-Fi? No. Sad. Besides, there are two are better than one. Or at least in my area. Oh, I see. I've never used no bars at McDonald's. Ah, I see. I've never used public Wi-Fi, so I don't know. I only have mobile data and ISP, whatever plan I have. I forgot it. Exactly. I was fine with Golby coming with me. Golby! MVP. Good boy. Well, have you heard that 3 is better than 2? God damn it, yes, I've been the numbers, I see. More than 6 PM, my god. What's that? How many hour drive was that? Rain heard from outdoors. Well, passing through countless dirt roads and steep cliffs, the estate reveals itself beyond evergreen. Nestled and tucked away from prying eyes, it stands tall. Well, it sure does. Looming from a distance, Hugo and Noah only gaze at the sheer scale of the manor as they parked adjacent to Nina's car. Well, even Nina is here. Alright, that would make sense, I suppose. Wow, and to think she came all this way to just to request us. It took us more than a couple of hours to get here. Maybe she really didn't have a choice. What do you mean? Come on, she's waiting for us. Oh, whoa. Immediately after exiting the driver's seat, a sudden sharp pain weighs heavy on Hugo's chest. A heart attack? Ah. Late early heart attacks. Grasping tightly at his coat, he begins to gasp for air. Sad story. Well, it seems to be so far. Not too sure. It had drama as a tag. His gaze hazes as he leans close to the car. You know, that's what happens when you sit too long and suddenly blood rushes everywhere. Like a fish drawn out from sea, he desperately heaves. Hoof, puff. But this ache he harbors pales in comparison to a pain far more excruciating. The bush. Touching grass. Is that the problem? I see. Understand. Is it the house? No, something far more sinister. He feels it. Someone is watching him. Grandmama? A piercing gaze fixed on him, like a leering the bug and waiting to strike. Bug people. I will never forgive you. Come on. Forgive me. I haven't done anything. I take no responsibility for anything. I've never done anything wrong. Most likely. What the hell? Damn it, already? I have to hurry or else. What happens? Oops, what the hell did I do? Hey, are you alright? Nova calls out to him, snapping him out of his fixated trance. Colby nudges his head against Hugo, whining with concern over his partner's well-being. Did you hear that just now? Hear what? That voice. It was so close to my ear, Is everything alright? Oh yeah, ghosts. I got a ghost problem. We're not your guys. We need Ghostbusters. Oh, I'm fine, don't mind me. I'm just a bit winded out from the trip, that's all. I'd be happy to make you coffee at the very least. Sweet, free coffee, I'm taking. Can we get food? If it's no trouble. No, not at all. Great. It's the least I can do. Once again, this subtle uneasiness from Nina surfaces. But before Hugo could get a chance to look further into it, she walked off towards the front porch without saying another word. Are you sure you're alright? You sounded like you were choking earlier. I said I'm fine. Besides, we're already here. You can't back out now. I mean, you could. You can always back out. Listen to me, I think you should. Noah abruptly cuts his lecture short as he notices Nina stopping by the front door. She stands there silently as if contemplating something. You know about the ghost? Or mystery figure? I know this may sound rude, but I didn't get the chance to know your names. Well, you were pretty out of it when you walked in. I'm really sorry about that. No worries. This is Detective Hugo Laurent, his assistant Colby, and I'm his second assistant, Noah de Leon. It seems so surreal, just like a cartoon. Yeah, we're Scooby-Doo up here already. We're getting there. Ha. Shit. Nina meekly smiles before turning away from them. I haven't been quite honest with you, Detective Laurent. Secrets. Just like before, as if carefully shooting her next word, she decides that in this situation words are not enough. You see for yourself what I mean? Ah, shit. And with that, Nina enters the house, leaving the tree to follow behind. Hugo is about to enter through the foyer when he feels a tug on his arm. Don't forget what I told you. If something happens, let me know right away. You'll be the first to know. That's a lie. It'll be Colby. And with that, Noah releases his grip on Hugo. They proceed to head in, not knowing what awaits them beyond the door. Alright, Hugo's game. That's why it sounded so familiar. Greeted with a brightly lit hallway, Hugo notices that the interior is just as grand. You got the wood, the flowers, the phone. Man, you have a sofa. These people are rich. Oh, plant. Now I see why they're so rich. Adorned with floral accents and antique paintings, it exudes an elegant charm found only in resplendent houses such as this. A lot of words I have never understood. I didn't hear yet. However, Hugo notices something even more distinct than the splendor. This house is much more terrifying inside than out. Now you think? You think? Please come this way. Bracing themselves, they enter the dimly lit drawing room. At first glance, Hugo could not discern the silhouette situated at the far corner. However, on a closer inspection, he now understands the reason for all of Nina's unsettling vagueness. Grandfather, we have guests. Your grandfather sure is young. Are you sure your grandfather is not a vampire? Are you sure we are not the church? We don't exactly exterminate vampires. Sitting on the armchair is a young man. He's dressed in a white-colored down-dress shirt, tucked in with black slacks and black penny loafers. You made a deal with the devil, didn't you? Staring only at the window, the young man sits there dazed with little acknowledgement of the people around him. Still motionless, like a doll. Grandpa, these are the people I spoke of. Is Grandpa dead? And taxidermy dead? This is Detective Lauren and his two assistants, Colby and Noah. They're going to help us. Yeah. Henry, help, buddy. Have you slap him? Even after introducing them to the head of the Mortimer estate, Hugo and Noah could not help but feel unnerved. The man before them is supposed to be frail and older than any of them. And yet here he remains forever unchanging. Forever young. They come a long way, so I'll be making some coffee. Would you also like some, Grandpa? Man, he is very good at conversations, I see. He's using telepathy. The young man still does not reply back. Never glancing at Nina or anyone else in the room. No, he's just looking with multiple eyes. He has extra eyes. Only fixed on the rain. Well, the rain is nice to look at. I'll be sure to make a cup for you too. She then timidly gestures to Hugo and Noah back to the foyer. Does he drink the drinks? Given drinks? Bearing more questions to follow Nina outside. But before they leave the drawing room, Hugo takes one last look at the young man. There's an all too familiar air about Henry Mortimer. His eyes. They're similar to his own. Whatever he must be longing for, Hugo knows it will not end well. Man just wants some booty, most likely. You know, that man. Yes, he's my grandfather. Then when I ask you all to watch over. I know this is hard to believe, but... Nina draws something out from her pocket. It's a gun! Shoot! Okay, never mind. This is not America. It's an antique picture of a young man with slicked back hair, wearing a luxurious suit. Ah, is that your grandpa? Man. I don't know if there's any more picture, that seems like a sketch. He appears to be poised and refined. A complete contrast to the current Henry Mortimer. There isn't much to go by, but I swear he is the same person. Why does he look so young? It happened a few nights ago. I was on my way to get a cup of tea when I heard a loud thud coming from my grandfather's room. I was worried that something fell over, so I went to go check. When I opened the door, I found him collapsed on the ground. I rushed to help him up, but when I did, he looked so different. So many things were rushing to my head, and yet he felt so familiar to me. He wore the same clothes that my grandma wore that night. And his face, I recognized his face. He just looked younger. It was also the same night I found that letter. It was next to him, already opened. I'm sorry again for all of this. No matter who I went to, they either said something was wrong with me or my family. With everything going on, maybe they're right. The pools of water, the dripping sounds, the letter, and now this. Maybe my family really is cursed. No, they're not. Is it? Do you know this ghost? Curses aren't real. But ghosts are? Or demons? I think we easily get too involved in believing that sort of thing exists. In reality, the ones who fixate on it feeds off of it. Rumors, doubts, lies, all of those things are what they want to become real. Are you saying that he's not actually, that it's only Nina vision? The young grandfather is Nina vision? Deep-rooted emotions like that can't be healed or fixed right away. But like a curse, those emotions drag other people down with them. Personally, I think you were caught up in all of this. But I assure you, we'll see this through. For you and your grandfather. Thank you. Good. Good. Now, first priority is to find out more about Louis. Oh yeah, that guy. Nina, the letter you showed us back at the agency, do you have it with you? Yes, it's here. Do you mind if I borrow it for a bit? I'll be sure to give it back. Of course. Eat. Good letter. Tastes good. I'll check up the stairs now. Copy check the ground floor. Get it? Before they leave to do their own investigations, Hugo grabs a hold of Noah's shoulder. He leans in close enough for Nina to not hear. Keep a close eye on Mr. Mortimer and Nina. I think they might be in on it at once. Both of them are in on it. Especially Nina. Yeah, I think Nina might be insane. I might have done some shady shit. Okay. I'm counting on you. You do, boy. You do, boy. Come on, good boy. You do it. Do it. You can do it. I believe in boy. And with that, Hugo heads upstairs, starting his investigation. Mortimer Estate, 11:30 p.m. No, it's already 11:30 p.m. No, time to sleep. I mean, yes. After searching vigorously through each of the rooms, he knew his findings would eventually lead him here. This is it. Hugo walks towards the nearest lampshade and opens it. Dimly illuminated, he sees the extent of how lavish this part of the house is. Yeah, lavish, there's like a mirror and a box. From customized drapes to the vintage furniture. Oh, it's customized. Very fancy. Everything here exudes that extravagance. But much like the interior Hugo has seen so far, he finds this one in particular reeks of it. Plastered from wall to wall, a sense of gloom lingers. It's as if the room itself is moldering despite its preserved nature. I need to hurry, I don't want to stay here for too long. You don't say. He searches and searches, still with no sign of anything. Not one thing pertaining to Louise. Louise? Damn it, nothing? It's as if he cleared out everything, just blank everywhere. No, it has to be here. I'm just missing something. He ponders again before remembering the letter. The goddamn box. I bet you this box. This is the only proof Louise exists so far. I'll try to read it again. Maybe I overlooked it. As he takes the letter out from the envelope, you notices a change within. Bearing no foreboding threat at the bottom of the page, it looks just like a regular letter. What the? Magic letter. If you can't come, then I understand. It's pretty dreary after all. But if I can ask you... but if I can ask one last favor of you, could you keep my locket? I know this is selfish of me, but I'd like for you to have it. I'd be happy knowing it's with you. Thank you for everything, Henry. Forever yours, Louise. This is the same Louise? I thought he was the cause of all of this. I don't... Wait. Well, we ain't getting back there. Oh, wait, we're good. I don't understand. With a warning, the sound of a click can be heard across the bedroom, as if something unlocked itself. Hugo turns around and sees the foot of the bed, a chest. At the foot of the bed, a chest. Yes, I knew it was the chest. Unlike the other furniture, its dark and rustic features have not been maintained well. Left to rot on its own. Preparing himself, he opens the chest. Inside are scrambled together bunches of notebooks and small trinkets. Hugo continues to rummage through when he stumbles across an older newspaper article. Young man found dead by the lake. Well, that escalated quickly. Who? An unidentified young man was found on the morning of XXX 3 days prior to his death, according to police. Ruled out as a suicide, police have claimed that the troubled youth drowned himself. This certainly is a tragic loss, an unfortunate event indeed. Alex comments. Great comments, X man. Good stuff. No claim of his body has been made yet. Louise. At the corner of Hugo's eye, he spots a bright glint buried beneath the clutter. He reaches for it. Yoink! A locket of brilliant gold shines unblemished, retaining a timeless luster. Louise, hey buddy. You're kinda dead. Inside, it safeguards a picture of a young man with glasses smiling brightly. This must be the locket he was talking about. It's so pretty. Oh, precious, shiny, precious, mine. I'm surprised it still shines like this. This picture. Did he put this here? No, did he put this here? No, it might have been Henry. Why would he store it away like this? What should I do? Do I get options? Oh, options, I can't believe it. Save. Oh wait, I gotta save properly. Save! I'm taking my shiny. I should probably hold on to this for now. Hugo's about to put everything back into the chest when he feels a wet and cold sensation crawling up his leg. What? Water? A pool of water relentlessly spreads across the floor, already seeping into the chest. Damn it, no! Suddenly the lights shut off. A scream is heard, followed by a myriad of shouts. Hugo's about to call out to Noah, but stops at the sight of pale feet before him. Looming over him stands a tall and ominous figure. Oh, hey, nice feet. Nice feet, can I... Are you showing me... How much could you get on Wiki feet with those? His face is shrouded in complete darkness, devoid of any human emotion. It appears as a young man, but Hugo knows that it's far from it. No, this very thing is trying to imitate a human form. Trying to be human. You know, why dash their dreams? Come on, don't be so harsh. Even other beings can have dreams. And if it wants to be human, let it be human. Hugo could only stare back. Well, could he now? I don't know what else he would do. Trying to punch it probably doesn't help. Unless you have a knife, then you could knife it. Paralyzed with fear, he is forced to watch the horror as it slowly creeps towards him. It's just like before, the sensation of someone staring at him from within. Oh, hey, I can see your feet. Your legs. Hey, you have hands. Is there wiki hands? But this time it's drawing nearer, inching ever so closely. The words call out to Colby, or Noah failed to reach out. Lodged in his throat, he struggles in pain. With his breathing shallow, he tries to force his body to move. And then it stops. Looking down at Hugo, filled with nothing but malice and contempt, it speaks. It's my shit. You can't have what I have. Don't get in my way. Oh, you funny little you. I will be getting in your way as much as you don't want me to. All of a sudden, the door to the bedroom slams shut and the entity disappears. Tension from his body finally releases its agonizing grip and he gasps desperately for air. His vision blurred and breathing jagged, he staggered towards the door. He yanks at the handle several times, but it's tightly jammed. Fuck! No, Garby! To his dismay, he's only greeted with silence at the other end of the door. Damn it! From a distance, he faintly hears the sounds of Golbit's relentless barking as he gets further away from the house. Hugo rushes towards the window. He tries to pry it open, but just like the door, a heavy force prevents him from doing so. Fuck this. Then, this guy, frantically looking around the room, he spots a nearby chair. Without a moment's sooner, Hugo grabs the chair and starts to strike the window. Bit by bit, the window cracks get larger with each blow, splitting off smaller pieces. What the hell is this thing made out of? Seems to be really strong glass. Still trying to catch his breath, he musters all the strength he has left for a final blow. Damn you, just break already! Boink! Clearing out the remaining glass shards, Hugo peers his head out to see any railing he can grab hold of. However, he discovers instead that the wall adjacent is covered in ivy. Despite how heavy the rain has drastically become, he reaches out for it, grabbing a handful of the vines. Carefully, he climbs out the window, gripping tightly and making sure he doesn't lose his footing. Yet to his luck, the patch of vines he clutches start to tear away from the wall. Okay, I'm not surprised about the. I'm more surprised about the wall tearing than the vines tearing from the walls. I expected him to slip. You know, the vines are very wet, so you'd think he'd just whee. Out of desperation, he struggles to find his grip on another, but fails when his hands slip out of reach. Shit! Clamoring wildly as he loses grip on the ivy, he crash lands onto a thicket of bushes. Oh, he's doing fine. Air forced out of him, he heaves uncontrollably, trying to even out his breathing. But even that is laborious, and immense pain spreading across not only his back but his entire body. God, I'm getting too old for this. Nah, you're just fine. Get some of that vampire juice that Grandpa has. Although his body screams out in pain, he forces himself up. There's still time, I can do this, I have to do this. With staggering feet and haggard breathing, he makes his way to the place where it all started. What do you mean you have to do this? You don't need to do anything, buddy. To the lake where this tragedy starts and ends. Mortimer Estate, 12:01 a.m. It's over here. Finally entering through the park, Hugo calls out to Colby and Noah. Colby, Noah, where are you? Not in the house. You know, I thought they were in the house. He hears faintly the sounds of barking and echoes of people yelling in the distance. I guess it did say they were moving further and further away. He rushes towards the echoes, guiding him through the downpour. With his heart racing and blood rushing to his head, he finds his way to the lake. Drawing closer, he sees Nina giving chase to her grandfather. Unfortunately, she doesn't get too far as Noah stops her. Grandpa, stop! Grandpa! Let me go with my grandpa, he's... Nina, please, it's dangerous, you'll get hurt too. I don't care, I don't want to lose anyone anymore. Yeah, you gotta accept that people are gonna be gone many times. Come on, if you live for long enough, everybody fucking dies. Except you. Is that that instant Hugo trudges against the water, pursuing in Nina's stead. Ah, now there's another dumbass in the water. Hugo? No, don't! Ah, please fall deaf to his ears. Holby, I'm sorry, buddy. You come with me. But even with the whines and worried cries of his partner could make him turn back. Determined, he trudges further in. Well, that wasn't the smartest idea, no, was it? Near the deep end, Henry Mortimer gazing directly at the abyss. He looks even more frail and disheveled, as if all the life had been drained from him, surrendering it all to the lake. Before Henry could lean in, Hugo reaches out and tugs at his arm. Mr. Mortimer, listen to me. Nothing is waiting for you down there, so please come back to the shore with me. Yeah, well, come on. That lake, come on, it's your water. It's water. You can have water elsewhere. Motionless and unresponsive, he still stares deeply into the water. There are so many things we cannot afford to lose in our lives, and you are one of them. I mean, to Nina, you're all she has left. I mean, he's really old. He's gonna be dead one way or the other. Why not go out on his own terms? She needs you, Mr. Mortimer. Hugo felt it. A slight jolt from Henry's arm, as if stirred by the mention of Nina. He slowly turns to face Hugo. Where's your life? You're supposed to look old. Nina? However, just as cruel and violent as the storm, Henry jerks back, wrenching his arm away from Hugo's hold on him. Oh, this is my fault. If only I got Louis sooner, then none of this would have happened. Henry inches even closer to the edge. Louis, I'm sorry. I should have what? Gone in his stead, gone with him. You know that wouldn't resolve anything. Not for you or Louis. I read what he wrote to you those years ago. No? How dare you? That's private information. He understood if you didn't want to come see him, but the thing is, Mr. Mortimer, Louis never thought anything less of you. The locket is proof of that. Louis's locket. Oh, it's a locket? Oh, fuck, I messed it up. Yes, it's the symbol of his love for you. That's why you don't have to shoulder all of that pain by yourself anymore. We can talk about it. About you and Louis. All of it. Together. Happy family dinner. Hugo extends not only his hand to him, but a promise. What promise? Ah, crap. Wait. What do I get out of this deal? A promise that Henry had yearned for so long. May get the information, so that's nice. A way to forgive himself. He hesitates at first. What fool believes in a deserved forgiveness? Such a thing doesn't exist. And yet, despite everything, Hugo still reaches out to him. To a stranger. Maybe he can be forgiven. Just as he was about to reach out for Hugo, a hand slithers around Henry's instead. Oh, what are you whispering? I can't make it out. I'm not a whisperer. I didn't learn the language of whisperers. His arms unnaturally contoured around him, while his head perches on his shoulder. Hey, Lois, is that you? It wasn't Grandma. This Louise is no longer pretending to be human. With piercing cold green eyes, it glares directly at Hugo, mocking him, cursing him, wishing nothing but despair. We can be saved? Yes, I think so. We can be forgiven? Probably. Oh. There's only one true way out of this. I will share with you the most happiest of endings. Before Hugo could reach out for Henry's hand, he disappeared into the water. Mr. Mom! Without hearing the anguished cries and desperate pleas, Hugo dives after him. Into the abyss. It's doing so well already. 12:30 a.m. Plunging into the icy waters, Hugo feels shocks running rampant throughout his body. Like spikes continuously piercing from his legs to the tips of his fingers. Fiercely and unyielding, his chest tightens and his heart races as he begins to kick his legs. Hoping whichever way he goes, he'll find his way to Henry. Too bad. Now would have been a good time to learn how to swim. Swimming deeper and deeper in, he sees faintly a figure slowly descending into the darkness. As he finally gets closer to Henry, a long snake-like arm stretches across the void and grabs Hugo's neck, violently squeezing all the air out from him. Yeah, you shouldn't probably fight a supernatural power without exactly a weapon, you know? He tries desperately to wrench its hands away. But with each struggle, Hugo's movements begin to weigh heavier and heavier. Louis, where are you, Louis? Wait, aren't you supposed to be Louise? Or a figure stealing Louis's body or something? A likeness? It's looking for Louis? So it's Henry's creation. Digging deep into his coat's pocket, he grasps tightly in his hand the locket that Henry kept and had long forgotten. Holding it out as it shines ever so brightly in the dark. A free flashlight? Well, 3 pixels worth of light. Oh wait, that was the text. That was the text. There you are. Great, I could find you. It releases its grip on Hugo and instead reaches out for the locket. Taking this as a chance, he drops on the shade and kicks with all his might to grab Henry's arm. With his heart burning and his body screaming, he swims desperately to the surface. Almost there. As the lights from the surface begin to blur, Hugo makes one last attempt to reach for it. With his limbs worn out and his energy spent, this is all he can do. Before he loses his consciousness, he notices a figure swimming towards them. Getting closer and closer. Call me! And then everything fades to black. Drifting along with what feels like an endless sea, Hugo courses through wave after wave. Not knowing where he's going or caring for that matter. All he knows is that he's very, very tired. Jeez, long day, man. How long has it been since he had a good night's rest? It's been too long. Maybe I should take a rest now. I'd like that so much. What the hell did I do? I like that so much, I agree that you deserve it, but not here. Call me? I'm sorry for startling you. I just wanted to see you before I go. Louis? You've done so much for me and Henry. Thank you. No worries. From my far off distance, a voice cries out to him, beckoning for him to come back. Well, I guess this is it. Take care, Hugo. Lake? Question? That gate to the afterlife, I see. With his eyes closed and his senses still returning, he feels the constant tugs and licks of a certain bloodhound. My God, Colby, you saved my ass. Thank you. I could not have done it without you. Whining as he tries to wake up his partner, Hugo. He also hears another familiar voice too annoyingly close for comfort. Eyes shut right open, he jerks up. Confused, Hugo looks around before he coughs up the remaining water in his lungs. Are you alright? Noah starts to pat his back while Colby continues to whine over Hugo. What happened? Where's Mr. Mortimer? He's safe. So is Nina. They're both okay. The police and the ambulance should be arriving soon. Thank goodness. Isn't there more you have to say to me? Instead of thank goodness? Nope. That's all. I swear, you don't listen to a damn word I say. I'm sorry, no. Exhausted, he lets out a sigh. He then continues to pat Hugo's back aggressively when someone approaches them. Aggressive patting? Detective Laurent? Oh, Nina. There's someone I want you to meet. Ah, shit. Why did you do that? Behind her stands an elderly man. Frail in stature, he timidly looks to the side pensively as he ponders to himself. Although his youth has long faded, his eyes are what catches Hugo's attention. They no longer piercing and vicious green, only eyes just like Nina's. Hello, Mr. Mortimer. Detective! Ah, shit. What have you done? Oh, whoa. I never got the chance to say goodbye to him. I always thought about it every day. What if Louis lived on in this world? What if he stayed a little longer with me? It's because of that constant mindset I dragged everyone down. Yeah, you were kinda almost killed everyone, yeah. But actually, you almost killed me. Well, just a fast one. And I kept hurting not only me, but Nina especially. I was the one who kept hurting her, the one to blame for all of this. But you, someone that I've never met, still went out of your way to save me. By accident, but yeah. But knowing my burdens are my faults. Thank you. Hugo reaches out to Henry and smiles brightly at him. It's my pleasure, sir. But before he lets go, Henry tugs at Hugo's hands one last time. I hope that someday you two will overcome it. Oh shit, he knows my truth, my past. Oh shit. Run away. That's why you have the same eyes. I see. Well, good morning, Hugo. You're bright and early. Morning. With much fervor and haste, Hugo resumes writing on his notepad. Although by closer inspection, he looks like he's going to combust in a minute. He's doing fine. I've written up the report. Without looking up, Hugo responds back. Yeah, for the most part. You still need to write yours too. I will. But since I haven't had breakfast yet, and I don't like eating by myself, did you just bring food all the way here? Let me guess. 2 is better than 1. Bingo! Wow, Hugo. You're really catching on. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, Hugo, just give the food. You know, of course, you're gonna give the food to Colby. Ah, shut it, will you? I swear, if only I hadn't fallen off from the goddamn window, maybe my report would have been shorter. Before Noah could begin to cut the bacon, he pauses at the mention of Hugo's report. Oh yeah, by the way, mind telling me what happened to Mortimer's window? Oh shit, no, nothing, I fixed it, I put the gum on it. I broke it? Well, that's obvious to me. What I don't understand is, why is it broken? Do you know how much it costs to repair a window like that? Well, hey, department pays, somebody else pays. I know, it was really dumb for me. I'm sorry. Well, but it was completely reasonable in that situation. Besides, I told Mr. Mortimer about it before we left. Honestly, I was expecting an earful from him. And also the bill. And, surprisingly enough, he said it was okay. He was like, fucking window. That was a shit. So what? You just called it a day after all of that? Thank you so much, Mr. Mortimer. You broke it and you pay for it. But you shall. Of course I'll pay for it. What? It was an investigation, a work required expense. But each time I kept insisting, he just shrugged it off. Said that we already went through a lot for them, so this was nothing in comparison. Did we ever get paid for that job, by the way? You know what? He's right. After all we went through, I deserve at least a nap. Hugo puts down his pen and proceeds to head for the coach. Then Colby attacks. No? Colby follows after him. Yes, it does happen. Wait, what about breakfast? I'll eat it later. It's nap time now. Haley sighing, Noah sets aside the food on his desk and joins the other two at the couch. Okay, well, that's a different type of nap. I'm getting old. I'm in your 30. You still got like 30 years until you're properly old. I mean, you are old. Shut it. Colby whines, asking for head scratches. Oh, goodbye. Ah, sorry, boy. Silently, Hugo scratches the back of Colby's ears as he leans closer to Noah. Napping with the homies. You know, I'm glad that you came along yesterday. Oh, what's this? Are you getting chummy with me now? Call it chummy, call it or whatever, but I really mean it. If you hadn't saved us back then... Look, I told you before. I'll be there whenever you get yourself into reckless shit. Besides, didn't you say this was nap time? Get some rest. You deserved it. You too. Everybody's sleepy. A calming silence fills the room as the three falls deeper into sleep. No big parties or celebrations. Yes, each other's comfort and sharing this small but rewarding night's rest. Good end. A night's rest. Oh, that was a good end. Yeah, well, I mean, I could figure it out. I could figure it. Like you play. Okay, that was great. Fun. But me so smart. Leave the locket. Okay, I think it's best to put it back for now. Hugo's about to put everything back into the chest when he feels a wet and cold sensation. Water? I put water. Or it's diminution. Damn it, no. Suddenly, lights. We can go a bit faster. I just want to see what the bad end is. Paralyzed with fear. But this time it's drumming near, inching ever closer, lodging his throat, and then it stops looking down. Hey, buddy. Don't get in my way. Ah, you got in my way. You're in my way. Breaky. Okay, good choices. God, I'm getting on. I have to do this. Finally ended the park, but no. Hey, buddies. Man, Noah is not equipped, not wearing the right clothes for such a heavy rainstorm. Probably might need a jacket as well. Oh, Henry! Motionless and responsive. And you're one of them to deny your all, she calls. Hugo felt it, a slight joint from Henry's arm. Nina, however, just as cruel, Henry just back, wrenched his arm. Oh, this is my fault. If only I got to sooner this would have happened. Louis, I'm sorry. I should have what? Gone instead, gone with him. That wouldn't result that you... I've had enough. Louis is waiting for me. He's waiting for me to come home. Before Hero could reach out for Henry's hand, he disappears into the water. Mr. Mortimer! With hearing Henry's cries, he goes in after him. Plunging into icy water, Silver feels the shark spikes fiercely, starting to swim. No swimming. And this is where you die. Finally squeezed with violence. But with each struggle, Hugo's movements begin to weigh heavier and heavier, water filling into his lungs, and as his vision starts to blur, the cold numbness spreads. Tired and motionless, he watches on as Abyss draws near, swallowing him, embracing him. Let's share this happy ending together. Oh, sweet, we get our happy ending together. Baron, A Mermaid's Tale. I don't know what mermaids have to do with this, but sure. Okay, that was... What was the... Oh yeah, break room is just music. Wow. With their notes. Then notes. 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 Too many notes. Too many notes. Ooh, that's interesting. Interesting. How do I escape? Oh, Colby! Colby! Ah, I can't have Colby. Well. That's a game. Fun game. Short game. Good for after some good after long game. That's a very long game. Okay. Bye bye, that's about it. Bye bye. Bye. If I let it live. And now close it, it's YouTube should, or is it recording should color for the